Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Yeah, all y'all was talking about the pastor wife. Yeah, man. Y'all ain't gonna like this. Pastor Jamal Bryant defended his wife during New Year's Eve worship service at New Birth Missionary Baptist Church. Yeah, family, went down. His wife, Dr. Karri Turner, had received criticism for the dress she wore during a UNCF fundraising event. Some thought her attire, a black dress with skin tone meshing, was too revealing and unbecoming of a first lady. Some critics online even called her style of dress worldly. During his sermon, aptly entitled, "And Y'all Mad About a Dress," Pastor Bryant called out the misogyny and double standard in the church with the policing of women's bodies. Moreover, he stated that while critics highlighted the dress, they failed to mention the significance of the occasion and the good work of either UNCF or Dr. Karri. Moreover, he took issue with those who would criticize a dress while there's more pressing issues of concern to the community. I wish I would. He know how to play y'all. He can't play with me like that. When people start talking that it's more pressing issues in the world and all that stuff, that's so that they can escape accountability. You ever notice that? It's always when people doing foul stuff and they don't want you to bring attention to it. They don't want you to bring attention to the matter. So what they do is deflect. Oh, it's more pressing issues in the world for y'all to be worried about this. Why can't we do both? Yeah, how about walking and chewing bubble gum at the same time? It can be accomplished. Yeah, fam, I got you. I got it. And here's the thing, fam. Pastors are very charismatic. They know how to push those buttons. They're very good with words. So, if you're one of those people who have not mastered the art of critical thinking, he'll easily get you. You will be swayed this way, that way, this way, that way. Whatever a person says, however he wants you to go, she wants you to go, that's the way you're going to go because you're incapable of critical thinking. This is why a lot of these coconuts can say things about the black community and say the worst things about their own people, and y'all give them a pass. Y'all follow them. I'm talking about not the people who follow Willie D Live, but I'm talking about, the casual observers, the casual viewers. Many of them, they be over here watching and listening to this guy and giving him attention instead of cutting them off. And they'll listen and they'll be like, well, sir, he be keeping it real, man. He do be talking about some real stuff. Oh, man, she just telling the truth. So what they do is this, fam. They tell a little bit of the truth about something that they know that nobody can really disagree with. So when you hear it, you go like, man, yeah, that's true. That's. And then they proceed to tell a bunch of lies. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell a little bit of truth, but then I'm gonna cloak it with a bunch of lies, right? Or, I'm gonna drag black people to the pits of hell. I'm gonna drag them. And every now and then I'm gonna pop out and I'm gonna say something that everybody can agree with and be like, yeah, but that's true. Yeah. I'm gonna say something everybody can agree with. So this is how the pastors do, So they want to hold people accountable and they want you to be respectful and noble and all of these things, right? They want you to be honest and, they want you to have integrity and all this stuff. But when they cross the line and they get out of pocket, the first thing they start doing, well, God said forgive, and who are you not to forgive? he who is without sin cast the first stone. They start saying stuff like that, and then the average person will just forget. This fool raped 5 little girls. We supposed to just forgive it? You know what I'm saying? They don't put it in context. They don't really study context. They just, whatever that word say, you know that word can be interpreted in different ways. You dig what I'm saying? So, but they know how to use that Bible to their benefit. Modesty is an outward showing of what God has put inside of you. Right? Whatever you show on the outside, it's usually on the inside too. I'm talking about when you show I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about what you try to hide. I'm talking about what you show and you say, well, I'm just being me. That's really, that's on the inside. Yeah. And so they try to get a pass because they know a lot of those people in those congregations, they flunkies. They will do anything. They will follow. They're like Trump supporters, a cult. All of these churches, but not all of them, but a lot of these churches are cults. Yeah. Some of the biggest cults were born in churches. They got some kind of way, man. It's something about that religion, man. It's easy to brainwash them. It's very easy to brainwash them. Yeah. Yeah. So, modesty, the Bible teaches that. It teaches a woman to be modest. It teaches a woman to dress with modesty, decency, self-respect. So when women don't dress like that, they'll go find something in the Bible, some type of passage in the Bible to excuse the dress code. And then you have somebody like Jamal Bryant, a false prophet, who will make excuses for that, especially if it's his woman that's accused of something like that. He's making excuses. See, this is why we have a lot of people out here in our community that's out of control, because the pastors are co-signing it. He know damn well that woman is out of pocket. He know damn well that dress was way too much for a first lady. That, first of all, is too much for any woman of decency. Let me get that straight. I know some of y'all think that that's cool and, hey, man, let a woman, policing a woman, how a woman dress. Man, let me tell you something, family. We all police each other. Women police how men dress. Men police how men dress. Women police women. Because y'all sometimes see women dress in certain ways and y'all, I would never. People kill me with this stuff about don't judge. We all judge every day. And let me tell you something, fam. If we were not judged, whatever society is, it would be absolutely worse. Who can agree? Can we agree to that? Think about what I'm saying. If nobody judged, nobody was under judgment, everybody just walk out the door and do whatever they want to do. In fact, you ain't gotta walk out the door. Just be at home. Just whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. You want to mess with kids? You want to beat up your mama? You want to rob, steal, kill? Whatever you want to do, you just do it and nobody judge you. See, now they're going to try to put a stipulation. Now, wait a minute. We're not going that far. Nah, y'all say nobody, no judgment. A judge-free zone. Judge-free America. Now, imagine what that would be like. The reason why most people behave in a civilized manner, because they do not want to be judged otherwise. There's a certain code of standards that societies have. And when you get out of order with those standards, then you're going to get called out. You're going to be judged critically. This woman is the first lady and she's dressing like that. So you know what that means. A lot of women are looking up to her. And a lot of young girls are looking up to her. And they're saying, well, the first lady dressed like that and she's married to a pastor. Because a lot of people have reverence for their pastor. A lot of people look at pastors almost like godlike. So if it's good enough for the first lady to dress like that, well, it should be good enough for, little old me, because look, I'm not on her level. I ain't got that kind of money and that kind of prestige, So that's how it goes. So imagine what the rest of that congregation gonna be like. Now, I did see some women in that congregation that did dress modestly. I wasn't able to see a lot of them, but I saw a few in that video. I'm not gonna play the video because they'll probably strike it because I'm not saying anything that they can agree with, So that's how you gotta be careful about showing video, because sometimes if you show a video and it's their video and you're critical about them, they're gonna try to get you strike. They might try to get you a strike. But some of those are protected by fair rights, fair use. Others are not. And YouTube got the last say so. So I don't even want to take the chance, but you can easily find the video. Just Google Pastor Jamal Bryant kissing ass. The pastor just gave a masterclass in appealing to your audience. If you look out into that audience, it's about 80% women, 85% women. So if you tell a woman that, hey, they shouldn't be judging you, you're a woman, you can dress how you want to dress, this is a double standard. Of course it's double standards. It's double standards throughout society. Some benefit men, some benefit women. And I don't see the women complaining about the ones that benefit them. That's just how it is, man. And it's going to be like that. And you can try to fight it all you want to, but you're not going to win because that's just how it is. Yeah, so I don't understand how women will follow dudes like that who just tell them whatever they want to hear because they're getting something out of it. They coming back and they getting that money. Remember that Jackson dude who was doing all that lying and telling women how they shouldn't trust men and they need to make men man up and all this type of stuff, and the whole while he had a side chick? That's how a lot of those dudes are. They're not who they say they are. And they lie to women to get women's money. They just lie to them, tell them anything. There's no difference from a dude out there hustling. One of them Casanova type dudes out there just playing a woman for her money. It's no different. Like, fam, if I'm getting some information from a woman, I want her to give me the truth. Just tell me what it is, baby. Just give me the truth. Don't try to lie to me and make it sound fly to me. Just give me the truth. Because I'm not going to be able to improve with lies. I'm not going to be able to improve myself as a man if you lie to me. And a lot of these dudes are lying to women to make them feel good. They're playing on women's emotions. If I was a woman, I would feel insulted by a man who is kissing up to me, telling me whatever I want to hear, just so he can get something out of me, just to make me feel good. I would feel insulted. Here's the bottom line. The pastor's wife is going to have to pick a side. She gonna be in the church or she gonna be in the club. She gonna be in the church or she gonna be in the streets. You can't have it both ways. You cannot straddle the fence. There has to be a clear-cut difference between the church and the streets. If I can go to church and be around the same madness that I am when I'm in the streets, what is the incentive for me to be in the church? There is none. There should be a difference between a woman of God and a woman from the streets. There should be a clear difference in a woman of God. I mean a woman who practices the teachings, a woman who goes out of her way to maintain virtue. A woman who has class. That should be a very distinct difference between how she carries herself and a woman who is in the streets carry herself. That's from the way she talk, to the way she walk, to the way she dress, to the way she live her life. No more talk.